Hi everyone, welcome back to my next quote of the day. And today's quote is on the topic of fear, and the author is Karen Salmansohn. That's Salmansohn. And this is her quote. Your mission, be so busy loving your life that you have no time for hate, regret, or fear. I love that idea. Our lives are full. We're going to fill our lives with something. We're never going to, we hate the void, a void in our heart. There's the old saying, nature abhors a vacuum. There is never going to be a vacuum in our heart. Your heart, your spirit, your mind is going to be filled with something. And she offers us two choices here. She said, be so busy loving your life that your life is so good that you love it, and that love is a major part of your life. And that if you do that, then there will be no time, there will be no hole or vacuum in your heart and in your life. And you won't find it full of hate, regret, and fear. But if it isn't, if your life is shallow and empty and meaningless, and you're just wandering through life full of regrets and searching for happiness because you don't have it, then that hole in your heart is going to be filled with something. It's going to be filled with hate, regret, and fear. I think for a lot of people, maybe the majority of people, one of the great fears, of course, is death, physical death, but it's not being loved. It's not being worthy of being loved. It's about harm people do to you by not loving you. And so the way you overcome all of those things is by loving your life and spreading that love to others. Either your life is going to be full of love for yourself and for others, or it's going to be full of hate and fear and regret. Which would you prefer? I mean, it's a simple question. And I really believe it is that black and white. Of course, there's a transition point where there's less hate, less worry, less anger, and more love. It's a transition. Rarely does it happen overnight. It does happen overnight. I've seen people for whom it has happened overnight, but that's pretty uncommon. For most of us, it's a matter of work. But you have to search out and find your fears, and at the same time, you can't just remove a fear without putting something in its place. It's so important to see that. There will be no vacuums. There will be no holes. It's going to be filled with something. So at the same time that you're searching out the fears, the anger, the regrets, search that out and find it and pull it up into the light and look at it. That's the shadow work we all have to do. But at the same time, be filling your heart, your mind, your spirit with loving kindness for yourself and for others. And that loving kindness, that generosity, that compassion for yourself towards others, generosity towards yourself, towards others, that will fill the void. And as the void becomes filled, there will be less and less room for hate, regrets, and fear. Let me read this quote to you one last time. Your mission, this is your purpose and calling in life. You begin here. Begin all progress towards happiness here. Your mission, be so busy loving your life that you have no time for hate, regret, or fear. Empty out your heart, your mind, your spirit, your thoughts, your head, heart, and hands. Empty them out of that fear and that regret and that hate, and fill it with love. I'll just absolutely guarantee you, you will be very, very, very grateful that you made that decision to do that. It will change everything. And let us know. Make a comment down below. Have you found that to be true? Have you found that not to be true? Do you agree? Do you disagree? I'd love to hear from you. If you got anything out of this video, I hope you'll like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll see you tomorrow on the next quote of the day. See you there.